this video, I'm going to look at some examples, some easier examples of how to apply what we know about special right triangles. So, if you look at this problem number here, number 18, I have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, right? If I know this is 90, this is 45, then this one up here is also 45. Okay, so I've got 45, 45, 90. I have one of the legs. The only thing I know is that one of the legs is 4. Well, 45, 45, 90 triangle, I know that both legs are the same length. So this one is 4, and this one is 4. And I know that the hypotenuse is the length of the leg times the square root of 2. So this leg, the hypotenuse is going to be 4 times the square root of 2. And I'm done. So x equals 4, 2, y equals 4. It's about as easy as they're going to get. Let's look at 19. Same idea, but a little bit more complicated. So here, again, we have a 45, 45, 90 triangle. But we've been given the hypotenuse rather than the leg. So the question is, well, I know that these two legs are going to be the same length because it's 45, 45, 90. And I know that whatever this length n was, to get the hypotenuse, I multiplied that by the square root of 2. Well, what did I multiply by the square root of 2 to get 5 root 2? Obviously, 5. If n is 5, then m is going to be 5 as well. Another way to think of that is that I know to go from the leg to the hypotenuse, I multiply by the square root of 2. Go from the hypotenuse back to the leg, I just divide by the square root of 2. Obviously, 5 root 2 divided by root 2, those cancel out, and I end up with 5. Either way, so I've got m equals 5 and n equals 5. Okay, another example. 21. Now in this case I've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle. I know this angle up here is 60 because this is 30 and this is 90. I'll have to add up to 180. So the only side that I'm given is this side here, which is a length of 1, and that is the short leg of the triangle. Well, in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, I know that the hypotenuse is always twice as long as the shorter leg, so 1 times 2, so u is going to be 2. And I know that the long leg is the short leg times the square root of 3, so that's 1 times the square root of 3. Or we'd probably just write that as the square root of 3. So u equals 2, v equals the square root of 3. Alright. Slightly more complicated. I've got the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Here's my 60. In this case, I'm given the longer leg instead of the short leg. Well, if I know that the long leg is 3 times the square root of 3, here's my short leg. I know that what I would do to go from the short leg length to the long leg length is multiply that short leg length by the square root of 3. So to go in the other direction, I will divide by the square root of 3. So y is going to be 3. So 3 times the square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3 is 3. Another way to think of that is, well, what did I multiply by? Root 3 to get 3 root 3. I multiply 3 by root 3, obviously. Okay, y is 3. I know the hypotenuse is twice as long as the short leg. So if this is 3, y is 3, then x has to be 2 times 3, or 6. So I've got x equals 6, y equals 3. One last one. Number 20. Okay. So I've got what kind of triangle? Again, I've got a 60-degree angle, 90-degree angle, so this one must be 30. So 30, 60, 90. This time I'm given the hypotenuse, 14. Well, I've got to find the long leg, x, and the short leg, y. Well, I know that the hypotenuse is always twice as long as the short leg in this 30, 60, 90 triangle. So if the hypotenuse is 14, y, the short leg must be 7. If I want to find the long leg, now that I have the short leg, it's easy, right? Because I know that the long leg is the short leg length times the square root of 3. So the short leg is 7, so the long leg is going to be 7 times the square root of 3. So I've got x equals 7 root 3, and y equals 7. All right. In the next video, I'll look at some slightly harder examples.